Howdy, folks. I'm Pamela, the Patagonian Pangolin.
I'm Amber.
And here's some Reddit. Alright, folks. Our first letter is titled, Am I a jerk for saying I will never do a double wedding with my sister? I got engaged in 2018. I'm getting married later this year. We have pretty much everything planned. My sister, a year longer than me, got engaged last year and announced her wedding day as the same as mine a while ago. Our cousin said that they would go to my wedding. This led to her and my parents reaching out after being low contact with them for years, we'll explain more in a second, and saying that we should do a double wedding, and that way she won't miss out. I found it such a ridiculous request that I said so, and I told them that I would never do a double wedding with her. They act like I was so rude. Background: sister has always been an attention hog. Our parents encouraged it, but she also is the mean girl. When we were kids, the adults really loved her and thought that she was such a perfect girl, but to me and our cousins, she was awful. She was a bully, and a few times she would actively tell me that she was planning to take the attention from me on my birthday or my graduation. She was like that with our cousins as well. Sometimes it was getting the attention on her and getting whoever's birthday it was in trouble. She made up so many lies about us. So I ended up low contact with them, her and my parents as adults. I know this from my cousins and that she has not changed at all. The last time I saw her was before COVID, and she tried to say that I stole her food. So I said what I said when asked to do a double wedding. And the flying monkeys have started coming for me, in the form of aunts and uncles who think that I'm selfish for refusing this. They say that I might have had the date first, but I could accommodate since my sister always was left out by me and my cousins. I was accused of being a bully for saying that I would never do a double wedding with her the way I did. They say that it was so nasty. Am I the jerk? Alright folks, what do you think? Jerk or not the jerk?
Not the jerk. OP's sister could have picked any other day, but she picked OP's wedding day specifically to overshadow her.
Well, I mean, it's really hard because we know that all days are the same and all years are the same, so time has just mushed itself into one point, and so there's literally only one time to do weddings.
It's like the adults in this situation, I mean, I know OP's an adult too, but I mean, like, you know, the older generation in this situation, like, how do they not see this is a deliberate attempt by the sister to steal the spotlight?
Well, I think that they all are under her spell. Mm-hmm. Because she's been telling them years upon years of lies that, oh, the cousins and OP are just mean to me, right? And then on top of that, she'll do things to provoke them so that they get in trouble and whatnot. So she's painted up this nice picture of her as being pristine, and she's put upon the poor thing, and everyone else is just the mean bullies who are constantly attacking her.
Like, it's just general etiquette. You don't try and have your wedding on someone else's wedding day. And I think the plan was, oh, everyone's going to go to mine and miss OP's wedding. And then when that didn't work, she's like, oh, well, we have to have a double wedding because I've got to have everyone here for me.
Well, I think the double wedding might have been a facility for her so that she wouldn't have to pay for her own wedding, because she also scheduled it later. So it's really hard to put together a wedding. So she could force her sister to do all the hard work and then get all of the attention. Ooh, it's a win-win situation for her.
Yeah, so OP is definitely not the jerk for not wanting this. And I mean, this is going to be a great opportunity for OP to see who really values her in her life. You know, yeah. Hopefully OP will have a beautiful time celebrating with the people who care and matter.
Yeah, I agree. Hopefully. So anyhow, take care and good luck, OP. Alright folks, our next letter is titled, Am I a jerk for saying that my fiance cannot wear a wedding dress on our wedding day? I am a 29-year-old female and my fiance is a 30-year-old female, and we have plans for getting married next year. Before the engagement, we talked about our wedding day and what it would look like for both of us on it. When it came down to what we would both wear, I expressed that I would like to be the only one in a wedding dress, as I personally do not want pictures of both of us in wedding dresses, and I wanted to have that moment for me in a wedding dress. I honestly do believe that some pictures that I have seen are so beautiful of two women in wedding dresses. However, I have seen some where I am just not a fan. Nonetheless, my girlfriend agreed and said that she would not be wearing a dress and that she would wear a jumpsuit or some type of femsuit. The conversation moved on and it was never really discussed again. Fast forward to a year or so later, and we are now engaged. After we got engaged, the parents of my fiance were disappointed to know that she was not going to be wearing a dress. However, my fiance, without any thoughts from me, told her parents that she was going to be wearing something else, and that was that. A dress just wasn't an option for her. Well, fast forward to 2 months of being engaged when my fiance calls me and tells me that she went outfit shopping with a friend today for the wedding and she started trying on dresses and actually found one that she really loves. I was livid and angry and frustrated and just sad. I got really angry with her and I told her that she could not wear a dress. I didn't want to do that, and I didn't want that to be my reaction for her, but it was, and honestly, I hate that it was. I know that I'm marrying a freaking woman. I do not have a problem with that. And I know that it's me being selfish because honestly, I want to be the only one in a wedding dress on that day, and I thought that this was something that we had already decided on. I get that I'm marrying the person and that I should love them no matter what they are wearing, and that is the most important thing, but this is something that I just can't get over. I also understand that this is her wedding day too, but like we discussed this, how can she just change her mind? At the end of the day, if she really wants this how it is, then I cannot say no, but a part of me will just be mad that she went back on what she said that she was going to do. So people will read it. Am I the jerk? All right, folks, what do you think? Jerk or not the jerk?
Yeah, I think OP's being a jerk here. It is just as much her bride-to-be's wedding as it is hers. And I think she really needs to examine why it is that she feels so strongly about being the only one in a dress. And is it more aesthetics that matter to her or the marriage itself?
I think that OP is being pretty selfish here. And way I see this conversation going down is OP being like, oh, I'm so excited that we're getting married. Can I pretty please be the only one in the dress? Please, please, please.
Yeah.
And then her fiance just didn't feel like she had the ability to say no at that point in time because it was already like out there and she just probably didn't want to hurt her feelings at the moment.
Well, it sounds like this came up before they were even engaged, too. So in an earlier stage of the relationship, and the fiance may have just agreed to whatever because, like, there's no wedding on the horizon.
Yeah, I just feel like she was kind of pressured into this, maybe, as opposed to actually being a willing participant, almost like told that she was going to be wearing something other than a wedding dress.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. Those are the vibes I'm getting. It's not that the fiance was like, oh, yeah, no, I definitely don't want to wear a dress, but more like, oh, yeah, well, if it means that much to you, I won't wear a dress.
Yeah, and then I think once the wedding started getting closer and closer, it just kind of materialized in her that maybe this isn't really what she wanted, and she was hoping that maybe OP wasn't going to be quite as upset as they were about this.
Yeah, and she may even have just been trying on dresses for fun with her friend and wasn't expecting to find something, and then bam, there is a dress. Because for a lot of people, that's how it goes, is they try on a certain dress and it just feels like the dress. And, so it may not even have been, like, intentional. It may just have been, I'm going to try on a few dresses for fun, and then...
Well, and also, the language with her parents was like, oh, just a dress isn't in the cards for me, right? And I think there is some level of disappointment. It sounds like there's vibes of her being really disappointed and being like, no, I just can't. And probably her friends just persuaded her into trying a wedding dress and be like, oh, just go ahead and try it on. It's not going to hurt to try it on, right?
And also, like, the thing is, like, it's her wedding day. Like, she should be able to wear what she's most comfortable in, what she feels beautiful in. And, like, if OP is just so upset about this, then maybe she needs to do some soul searching, because there's no reason to be mad that the spotlight isn't all... It sounds like OP just wants all the spotlight to herself, and she feels like if her bride is in a jumpsuit or something, she won't be stealing the show.
Yeah.
But that's your birthday party. Like, you can do that at your birthday party, have a fancy birthday party, but a wedding is about the two of you.
Yeah. So I think that this is a little bit of a selfish ask. I think it was a little bit selfish to even kind of give it as the only option in some respects. So, but good luck, OP. I hope you two can work out a mutually agreeable situation here. It sounds like she really has her hopes set on this as well. So, anyhow, take care and good luck. All right, folks, it is tea time. Grab your beverages of choice. I've got some tea right here, and Amber, she's got a joke for us.
What kind of tree fits in your hand? Oh, I think I've done that one before. What has ears but cannot hear?
Well, I have a good friend who has ears and cannot hear. And often what I'll do is I'll walk out into the middle of a field and I'll talk and I'll speak, and while all of the ears are there, none of them are listening to me because it's corn.
Yeah, cornfield. That is the answer.
And I have Mega Mint. Amber was not thinking that I was going to get that.
When you started going with field, I was like, uh-oh, he's getting too close. I mean, there's a lot of answers you could have given here, though, like stuffed animals and, you know.
Yeah. I figured it was going to be corn, because corn is the corniest punchline. All right, folks, that's all the time we have on this manic Monday morning. Thanks so much for watching. Amber, what's the moral of the story? And have it involve some canned corn.
If OP from the first story were to have a joint wedding with her, what she can do is say she's having a joint wedding with her sister, set things up, but like make it completely opposite of like wedding. So like serve that, like just like have the buffet just be canned corn.
And the cake be canned corn.
Ooh. And like then have her wedding at a separate venue, like have that already reserved. And like so the sister shows up for her wedding and it's just like everything is just corn decor everywhere. This is Amber's bad advice. This is not a real moral, but that's what I could think of with canned corn.
All right, folks, the moral of the story is today, if at first you don't succeed, and this is a hill that you need to die on, make sure to use canned corn to get your point across. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you all tomorrow.
Bye.